Hi, today I'm going to show you a tool called Open IFC Viewer. So Open IFC Viewer is a free desktop software to view 3D or building information models, and it works with the IFC file format. So IFC file format is a universal file exchange format for the building information models. It can be compared to PDF. It is when you extract or export from Word document to PDF, so you don't need Microsoft Word to view the PDF files. So the same applies to the building information models. You don't need to have the tool where the model was created, but you can just view it using the IFC file format. And the IFC can be exported from many authoring tools, such as Revit, ArchiCAD, Tekla, and so on. And the authors, so the architects or engineers, do not have to share their native files. So it's very commonly used in Europe in larger projects and also medium-sized projects. And today I'm going to show you how the software OpenIFC Viewer works. To open a model, you can click either File, Open, or here this folder button. So as I mentioned, this tool works only with IFC file format. Here I have 4 models here. I will start with the architectural model. Open, it will load. To add additional models, I need to click File, Append, and then append the additional models one by one. So the structural model, plumbing, and HVAC. So you can view the models here on the left side, the Object Explorer. You can click on one of them and isolate, just to see the geometry that's related to this model. If you want to see back everything again, you just right-click on the main window and press Unisolate. So the main layout of this tool, the OpenIFC Viewer, is that on the top side you have all the tools, the main functions. On the left side you have the Object Explorer, or basically the hierarchy of the model and the different elements inside. On the right side you can see the properties. So the navigation of the model is done either by using the functionality here on top side in the navigation pane, or on the right side you can use the cube here, or most conveniently using just the mouse button. So if the orbit mode is active, you press the left mouse button and just orbit around. You press the middle button, mouse button, to pan the model, or you use the mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out. So you can switch between perspective and parallel view here using this button. So the parallel view is convenient when you're using, for example, sectioning or plan views or looking at the facades. It will give you like a direct view of the building, and it's more convenient to measure that way sometimes. So here you can make a snapshot, and when you press it, it just creates a PNG image you can save. And later I'll show you how it works with markups. So if the model is exported in local coordinate system, you would be able to switch between the different orthographic views easily, like here, using top, left, and so on. You can also use the cube here and move to these different views. But if the model is aligned to a national coordinate system, for example, this might not work properly. Additionally, in the View tab, you can also change how many models you're viewing simultaneously. So if you would press 2, you would have these 2 windows, and you'd be able to view them separately, or you can have up to 4 different windows like this. If you want to work with single model, you can switch back here like this, single view. And finally, the render mode. So here you can play with the visibility of the models. So you can change maybe the transparency, change the visuals a bit, but mainly if you're working with a model, you would use the shaded mode, which is the standard mode and requires medium amount of resources. So when viewing the model, you can hide any element by right-clicking and pressing the hide button. So right-click the object you want to hide and press hide. And so you can easily view inside, for example, the building. To turn back, press an isolate and you will see all the elements again. So here on the left side you can see the Object Explorer, and this is basically the hierarchy of the model elements inside, and it very much depends on how the model was exported, but basically you would see here all the elements that are available in this model, maybe based on some exporting principles like this floors and so on. So if I would press the IFC coverings, isolate, then I would see these elements under this group. Whether it's correct or not, well, again, it depends on how it was exported. On the right side, you see the properties of the elements, and here, again, it depends very much on the situation, how the models have been exported. So in this case, I press on the element, I see a lot of information here, maybe something related to the quantities. Here I have the size, the length of the element, but it's very often the case that no information is available at all. So again, it depends on how the models have been made, with which tool. If it would be just a 3D model, it wouldn't have any information. If it's building information model, then you might have some information and you just need to ask it to be exported in a way that this information is available inside. So next I'm going to show you the tools section. I'll once again show all the objects, go to the tools section. So here are a few of the tools. Here in the markup section you can create some markups. Those would be either graphical like clouds, text, or coordinate stamps or component stamps. I'll just show you how the cloud works. I create a cloud like this around maybe a potential issue. When it's finished, I press enter. Then I can save the markups like this here, name it. So let's name it number 1. And then if I want, I can, let's say if I rotate the view somehow like this, I can load the markup and it will return to this view again. If you want to export this markup, you should go to view and press make snapshot and save it as an image, or you can use also the BCF format, but that's another story. So the next tool is the measurement tool. So here you can measure distance between 2 points. You have 2 modes, vertex or arbitrary. So arbitrary basically allows you to snap to any point, but you have to be careful when you measure in 3D because it's quite difficult to snap to the right points. And the second option is the vertex mode, which is, I think, a bit more stable. So you can just snap to endpoints, intersections, something like that, and then have a quick measurement like this. So next I'm going to show you the sectioning tools. So here you have the option to use the sectioning on X, Y, or Z axis. So when I press, for example, the Z, it creates the section somewhere, and I can click on the plane here, move my mouse over to the ball here, and I have this red line that allows me to move the section up or down. And when I'm done with the sectioning, I can just click clear planes and return to the normal view. So next is the collision tab. I won't go into great detail with this one because I'll show it in another video, but it's basically a tool that allows you to find intersections between 2 or more elements and to find different issues in the design. And Explode, well, it's basically a fun tool to use just to look at the model in like in separate components, but I haven't found a good use for this tool in the professional world. The next tab here, appearance. So here you can change the background color or add some different additional visual effects to the model or to the view. And finally, the plugins tab. Well, here I'm not going to go into details, but here you can either create some animations, work with BCF files, which is basically the comments, the issues you find, you can export them to or import them in BCF format and then view them in different tools, such as the authoring tools like Revit and so on, Kobe Manager, Layers Manager, and Model Validation, additional tools, but they are a specific use case of the models, which is not very commonly used in small scale construction. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, you can check out more free content on my blog at smallbim.com. Bye.